Hello and welcome again to this edition of Fi TV. I'm your host, Brad Swanson. We are coming to you from inside the Florida Capitol in the last few committee weeks leading up to the 2022 Florida legislative session. We are joined by none other than our friend and my friend, Senator Bobby Powell. Senator Powell, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Brad. It is so exciting to see you here today. I'm really excited to be here to talk about legislative session.
I love it. So senators always run a ton of issues. Tell us one of the top issues you're working on.
Well, what we do is we do run a lot of issues. For me, in terms of bills, I'm thinking about the Baker Act and how it's been excessively used when it comes to juveniles, especially juveniles in the minority community. So we're really looking at that. We're also looking at models with the National Alliance of Mental Illness to focus on health outcomes for people who are suffering from mental health crises.
So when we think about the Baker Act and you think about, has there been abuse or are there existing misuses of the Baker Act, and that's what you're trying to fix?
Absolutely. We've had statistics show, and I've worked with Representative Bobby Dubose to look at some of the language and some of the stats in terms of how it has been abused and misused in communities of color. So we will be working to address that this year.
Well, what a great partner in Representative Dubose. You only have him for a little while longer, and it was a beautiful speech that he gave the other day on his goodbye speech, and two great members working together. That's great. All right, so you also have a passion at working with healthcare professionals, and you're doing something in the CNA world. What's going on there?
We're working on designated caregivers. One of the things is a lot of times people, when they have to take away time from their job to deal with a loved one who is suffering from some type of illness that's taking them either out of work or an end-of-life issue, those individuals who come and are no longer working are suffering because they no longer have an income. So designated caregivers will allow them the opportunity where the insurance companies will pay them to be the designated caregiver. Also, they'll receive training up to a number of hours that will allow them to work in the home of the family or the loved one who they're dealing with. And after that, they, after 2 years, can obviously actually go and become a CNA and work in that particular field. So it does two things. It allows us to take care of people at the end of life or when they're in a situation where they can't take care of themselves, and then it allows for us to have more people to enter the field of healthcare, working as potentially getting all the way to the level of being a RNA, but starting as a CNA, as a certified nursing assistant.
When you are not tirelessly fighting for your constituents, which we all know you do, what do you watch, what do you stream to take your mind off of things? What are you watching now?
Well, Brett, obviously the only thing I watch is Florida Internet Television. No, I watch on the internet. I'm currently watching Earn Your Leisure, a lot of financial shows to kind of work on creating and building wealth in the community.
All right. Well, those are great shows. Look at you. Just there's nothing but perpetual self-growth with you. I love it. Thank you for coming on. We appreciate you being on the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's all the time we have for this episode of Fi TV. For more great interviews like this one, make sure you hit us up on our social media feeds. And for now, thanks for tuning in.